Gary Wright, a pivotal musician known for his iconic songs Love Is Alive and Dreamweaver, passed away on September 4th at the age of 80. Apart from his successful solo career, Wright was recognized for his contributions to the incorporation of synthesizers in rock and pop music, making him a critical force in the industry. In 1975, he achieved a significant breakthrough with his album The Dreamweaver, following his time as a member of the rock band Spooky Tooth. Additionally, Wright showcased his talent on the keyboards while working on George Harrison's acclaimed album All Things Must Pass in 1970. Over a span of 4 decades, from 1970 to 2010, Wright released 12 albums and collaborated with various artists, including contributing to soundtracks. In 2017, he released a greatest hits compilation, demonstrating his enduring impact on the music scene. Steve Harwell, a founding member and former frontman of Smash Mouth, tragically passed away on September 4th at the age of 56. Before his time with Smash Mouth, Harwell was a rapper in the group FOS Freedom of Speech. He co-founded Smash Mouth in San Jose in 1994 alongside Kevin Coleman, Greg Kemp, and Paul D. Lyle. The band achieved great success with hit songs like Walkin' on the Sun, All Star, and their cover of the Monkees' I'm a Believer. As the new millennium progressed, Smash Mouth's popularity diminished, but they continued to create music and entertain their fans. Unfortunately, in 2013, Harwell was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, which resulted in various medical issues including heart failure and acute Wernicke encephalopathy. As a result of his ongoing health problems, Harwell made the difficult decision to retire from performing in 2021. Marcia DeRousse, the renowned actress famous for her portrayal on HBO's True Blood, sadly passed away at the age of 70 on September 2nd, following her debut in the film Under the Rainbow in 1981. DeRousse went on to grace the television screens in various shows for the next 20 years, including notable appearances in St. Elsewhere and The Fall Guy. Additionally, she starred in the 2003 dramedy Tiptoes alongside Matthew McConaughey and Kate Beckinsale. On True Blood, DeRousse flawlessly portrayed the character of Dr. Ludwig, a skilled physician specializing in the care of supernatural beings. In her final cinematic endeavor, she reunited with Beckinsale in the 2016 film The Disappointments Rome. Jimmy Buffett, the talented singer-songwriter known for his iconic song Margaritaville, passed away on September 1st at the age of 76. His official website released a statement announcing his death. However, no details regarding the cause of death or the location were given. Earlier this year, Buffett had to reschedule a series of concerts due to his hospitalization. In 1977, he skyrocketed to international fame with the release of Margaritaville, a song that has become synonymous with a carefree vacation spirit. Taking advantage of its success, Buffett turned the track into a lucrative business empire, starting a chain of stores, hotels, and the popular Cheeseburger in Paradise restaurant. He also ventured into the fashion industry with his own lines of t-shirts and footwear. His beach-inspired musical style, influenced by a visit to Key West, Florida in 1971 alongside musician Jerry Jeff Walker, resonated with fans worldwide. Throughout his career, Buffett remained dedicated to touring and sharing his music until his passing. Gayle Hunnicutt, known for playing Vanessa Beaumont on Dallas, passed away at the age of 80 on August 31st. Hunnicutt, originally from Fort Worth, Texas, gained recognition for her portrayal of J.R. Ewing's illegitimate son's mother in the last 3 seasons of the popular series. Her acting career began more than 20 years prior with notable appearances on Mr. Roberts, Get Smart, The Beverly Hillbillies, and Hey, Landlord. After marrying British actor David Hemmings, Hunnicutt relocated to the United Kingdom and achieved success in film and television abroad. She made a name for herself in the horror genre, starring in movies like Fragment of Fear, Voices, and The Legend of Hell House. Before joining Dallas, she also guest starred in well-known 80s shows such as The Love Boat, Taxi, Fantasy Island, and the adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Catherine Burks Brooks, 83, freedom rider who had the last word, dies. Catherine Burks Brooks, who as a 21-year-old freedom rider was among a small group of Nashville students who kept the movement to desegregate public transportation in the South going after its first attempt was defeated by violence, and who boldly challenged Bull Connor, the notoriously bigoted public safety commissioner of Birmingham, Alabama, died on July 3 in Birmingham. She was 83. The cause was heart failure, said her daughter, Nana Gatlin. In 1961, it had been 15 years since the Supreme Court ruled that segregated seating on interstate buses and trains was unconstitutional. Yet Southern states continued to flout the ruling. That year, the Congress of Racial Equality, the civil rights organization, devised the Freedom Rides to push back. They organized teams of riders, black and white, to board Greyhound and Trailways buses in Washington bound for New Orleans to challenge Jim Crow laws and dare the federal government to enforce the law of the land. Their first action ended horribly in Alabama, where the buses were firebombed and the riders brutally beaten. In Birmingham, Mr. Connor invited the Ku Klux Klan to meet one bus, giving the Klansmen free rein to maul the riders with iron pipes, bicycle chains and baseball bats. Notre Dame football legend, Heisman winner Johnny Lujack, dead at 98. Johnny Lujack, the Notre Dame quarterback who won 3 national titles with the Fighting Irish in the 1940s, died Tuesday at 98. His granddaughter said Lujack entered hospice care recently, ESPN reported. Lujack led Notre Dame to the championship as a sophomore in 1943, stepping in for Heisman winner Angelo Bertelli when Bertelli left the team for active duty in the Marine Corps for World War II following a 6-0 start. Lujack himself served in the United States Navy for 2 years. He returned to lead the team to the 1946 and 1947 titles, being named a unanimous All-American both years and winning the Heisman in the latter. Lujack was the oldest living Heisman Trophy winner at the time of his death. Chicago Blackhawks principal owner and chairman Rocky Wirtz died at the age of 70, the team announced Tuesday evening. Wirtz passed away at North Shore Evanston Hospital with his children around him following a brief illness, a team-issued statement said. A report from the Daily Herald described the death as sudden and reported that Wirtz had not been dealing with any long-term health issues. Our hearts are very heavy today, Wirtz's son, Danny, said in a statement. Our dad was a passionate businessman committed to making Chicago a great place to live, work and visit, but his true love was for his family and close friends. He was a loving father, a devoted husband to Marilyn, a brother, a nephew, an uncle and a doting grandfather to his 6 remarkable grandchildren. His passing leaves a huge hole in the hearts of many and we will miss him terribly. Bo Goldman, who toiled in obscurity for more than a decade while trying to make it as a playwright, then turned to movies in a screenwriting career highlighted by his Oscar-winning work on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Melvin and Howard, died July 25 in Helendale, Calif. He was 90. His daughter Mia Goldman said he had been in declining health but did not cite a specific cause. Mr. Goldman had lived in Rockport, Maine, before moving to Helendale earlier this year to be with his son Justin Ashforth, who served as his caretaker. Mr. Goldman was one of the most acclaimed screenwriters of the 1970s and 80s, known for crafting original, humanistic stories that explored characters' messy inner lives, including their hopes, dreams and disappointments. His credits included the show business saga The Rose, 1979, the divorce drama Shoot the Moon, 1982, and the romantic fantasy Meet Joe Black, 1998, which starred Brad Pitt as the golden-haired embodiment of death itself, informing an aging Anthony Hopkins that the end is near. Sinead OConnor's final texts filled with despair and sorrow. Bob Geldof rocker Bob Geldof, a longtime friend of the late Sinead OConnor, has spoken out about their last text exchange. O'Connor died on Wednesday, July 26, at age 56. At present, no cause of death has been announced, and the autopsy results will reportedly take several weeks to be delivered. However, her 17-year-old son, Shane, died by suicide in January. was the love of my life, the lamp of my soul. Randy Meisner, founding member of the Eagles, dead at 77. Randy Meisner, a founding member of the Eagles, who co-wrote and sang the band's hit song Take It to the Limit, has died. He was 77. The Eagles are sad to report that founding member, bassist, and vocalist, Randy Meisner, passed away last night, July 26, in Los Angeles at age 77, due to complications from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, the band announced Thursday on its website. Randy was an integral part of the Eagles and instrumental in the early success of the band. His vocal range was astonishing, as is evident on his signature ballad, Take It to the Limit, the statement continued. Born on March 8, 1946, in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, Meisner formed the Eagles in 1971 with Glenn Frey, Don Henley, and Bernie Leadon. He worked on many of the rock group's albums, including Eagles, Desperado, On the Border, One of These Nights, and Hotel California.
Mexican actor and comedian Benito Castro, known for his role as Paparingo in the series The Guerrilla in 1998 alongside Maria Elena Saldana, passed away on Monday, September 11th. The National Association of Interpreters confirmed his death in a Twitter statement, praising his long and successful career in theater, film, and television. Patti Chapoy, a host, also expressed her condolences on social media. Born on June 5, 1946, Benito Castro was not only an actor but also a talented musician, being part of the Castro Brothers band from the 1940s. During a television interview, his niece Denise Castro revealed that he tragically fell down the stairs, suffered a head injury, and passed away in the hospital. Until the accident, he had been in good health. Mike Williams, a former NFL wide receiver, passed away on Tuesday morning at a hospital in Tampa, Florida. He was taken off life support after being involved in a construction accident. Williams, who was 36 years old at the time of his death, was performing electrical work when he sustained severe injuries and required hospitalization. His agent, Hadley Engelhard, expressed his condolences, stating that Williams will be greatly missed and highlighting his lifelong fight. The Syracuse University graduate was drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the 4th round of the 2010 NFL Draft. During his rookie year, he made a significant impact, earning 2nd place in the Associated Press Offensive Rookie of the Year voting. He started in all 16 games for the Buccaneers, amassing 65 catches for 960 yards and 11 touchdowns. Both the Buccaneers and Syracuse Orange extended their sympathies and offered their thoughts and prayers to Williams' family during this difficult time. Syracuse's athletic director, John Wildhack, expressed his sadness in a statement regarding the tragic news of former student-athlete Mike Williams' passing. Wildhack conveyed his deepest sympathies to Williams' family, friends, and members of the Syracuse football community who knew him. After playing for seasons with the Tampa Bay team, Williams was traded to his hometown team, the Buffalo Bills, where he spent one season. In 2016, he joined the Kansas City Chiefs but was released after for months. Throughout his NFL career, Williams accumulated a total of 223 receptions, 3.9 receiving yards, and scored 26 touchdowns in 63 games. Mike Williams, originally from Buffalo, New York, attended Syracuse University where he played football. He made a splash in 2010 when he was drafted in the 4th round by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In his rookie season, he caught 65 passes for 960 yards and 11 touchdowns, setting a new record for the team. He narrowly missed out on winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Sadly, the Buccaneers expressed their condolences upon hearing the news of Williams' untimely death. They stated that his passing has left the organization, his former teammates, and fans devastated. Their thoughts are with his family and loved ones during this difficult time. Throughout his career, Williams amassed 223 receptions for 89 yards and 26 touchdowns in a total of 63 games. He played for the Buccaneers for 4 years and 1 year with the Buffalo Bills in 2014. Williams was last associated with the Kansas City Chiefs during the 2016 offseason. Robert Klane, a renowned screenwriter of popular films like Weekend at Bernie's and Where's Papa, passed away on August 29th at the age of 81. Aside from writing these films, Klane also served as the executive producer for them, as well as for other movies. His impressive body of work includes screenplays for Unfaithfully Yours, The Man with One Red Shoe, Walk Like a Man, Folks, Weekend at Bernie's 2, and National Lampoon's European Vacation. Born on October 17, 1941, in Port Jefferson, Long Island, Klane earned his degree from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Not only was he talented in producing and screenwriting, but Klane also showcased his skills behind the camera as he directed Thank God It's Friday, an episode of the TV series Baby Boom, Weekend at Bernie's 2, and the TV movie Odd Couple Together Again. In addition to his work in film and television, Klane was a talented author who wrote several novels. In addition to his well-known work on the 1989 movie featuring Andrew McCarthy and Jonathan Silverman, Klane also contributed to several other successful projects such as Tracy Takes On, The Odd Couple Together Again, The Man with One Red Shoe, and Unfaithfully Yours. He had also been a part of the writing teams for MASH and The Michelle Lee Show. According to a statement made by Klane's son, John, his satirical and bold writing not only pushed the limits of good taste, but also illuminated the injustices of life through themes of sex, family, madness, and death. Originally from Long Island, Klane obtained his English degree from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. He had also written 2 novels, The Horse is Dead and Where's Papa, with the latter being adapted into a film directed by Carl Reiner. Additionally, Klane's 3rd novel, Fire Sale, was also made into a feature film starring Alan Arkin. In 1978, Klane took on the role of director for his debut film, Thank God It's Friday. Klane is survived by his wife J.C. Scott, his brother Larry, his sons David and John, his daughter Caitlin, and 5 grandchildren. At the age of 99, Bob Barker, the beloved host of The Price is Right for 35 years, passed away on August 26th. Barker had a remarkable presence on television, holding the record for hosting the longest-running game show in U.S. history and serving as the game show host with the longest tenure, initially starting his career in radio. Barker transitioned to television in 1956 as the host of Truth or Consequences, which he successfully led for 18 years. In 1972, CBS entrusted Barker with leading one of the game shows in their new 90-minute daytime block. The Price is Right quickly gained popularity and became a phenomenal success, capturing a 30 to share in households, remarkably attracting nearly a third of all American televisions. On June 7, 2007, Barker surprised his devoted fans by announcing his retirement from Price. Even after the show had transitioned to prime time, loyal fans would still gather for hours outside CBS Television City in Los Angeles, hoping to hear Barker famously declare and the actual retail prices. Billy Miller, the accomplished actor who won daytime Emmys for his roles in The Young and the Restless and General Hospital, passed away in Austin, Texas, on Friday at the age of 43. His manager confirmed this sad news in a statement to Variety on the Sunday that would have marked his 44th birthday. The statement revealed that Miller had been grappling with manic depression. Born on September 17, 1979, in Grand Prairie, Texas, Miller faced the challenge of tarsal coalition during his childhood, a rare condition affecting the cartilage in his ankles. His journey into the entertainment industry began with a modeling contract with Wilhelmina, followed by his portrayal of Richie Novak in the soap opera All My Children from 2007 to 2008. He later took on the role of Billy Abbott in The Young and the Restless. Billy Miller's portrayal in The Young and the Restless earned him 3 daytime Emmys. including for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series and Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. He left the soap in 2014 to join the cast of General Hospital. On General Hospital, he played the roles of Jason Morgan and Drew Kane, serving as a series regular until 2019. He also made appearances in Suits for 5 episodes. In addition to his soap opera work, Billy Miller's credits include roles in NCIS, The Rookie, Truth Be Told, Major Crimes, CSI Crime Scene Investigation, Castle, and Enormous. He also featured in Clint Eastwood's 2014 war drama American Sniper and Craig Brewer's 2016 Urban Cowboy TV movie drama alongside Natalie Kelly. Billy Miller is survived by his mother Patricia, sister Megan, brother-in-law Ronnie, nephew Grayson, and niece Charlie.
Sophie Turner's friendship with Taylor Swift is embarking on a new chapter amidst her divorce from Joe Jonas. In New York City on Tuesday night, Turner was seen strolling arm-in-arm with Swift, who happens to be Jonas' former girlfriend, as they headed to the popular Italian restaurant Via Carota, known for frequent Swift sightings. The Game of Thrones star exuded glamour with her sparkly silver haltered top and gray trousers, while the Lavender Haze singer donned a red sweater dress beneath a long denim jacket, as captured in photos published by Just Jared and People. Turner and Swift's Girls' Night Out occurred 2 weeks after the Jonas Brothers singer, aged 34, filed for divorce from the 27-year-old Game of Thrones actress in Miami-Dade County Court, as confirmed by court documents reviewed by USA Today. In the divorce petition, Jonas stated that the marriage between the parties is irretrievably broken. On September 7th, the couple issued a joint statement via their respective Instagram accounts. After 4 wonderful years of marriage, we have mutually decided to amicably end our marriage, they expressed. There are many speculative narratives as to why, but this is truly a united decision, and we sincerely hope everyone can respect our wishes for privacy for us and our children. Swift's newfound friendship with Turner carries significance, considering the singer had previously dated Jonas briefly in 2008. This past relationship is rumored to have inspired some of Swift's songs on her album, Fearless, and the Jonas Brothers track, Much Better. Their recent rendezvous doesn't come as much of a surprise, given that the Survive actress has been quite vocal about her admiration for Taylor Swift. During an Instagram live session alongside Jonas in August 2022, Turner openly shared her love for Swift's music, saying, "Favorite Taylor Swift album, 1989. Hands down. The best. Literally, one of my favorite albums of all time." She even playfully mentioned how Reputation had some inspiration drawn from Sansa and Arya Stark, the characters she and her sister portrayed in Game of Thrones. Jonas enthusiastically concurred with her perspective, responding, "1989 is a great album. Bangers." Fortunately for Turner, 1989, Taylor's version, is set to be released on October 27th, the same date as the original album, 9 years ago. Swift herself revealed the news with excitement on X, formerly known as Twitter, exclaiming, "Surprise! The 1989 album changed my life in countless ways, and it fills me with such excitement to announce that my version of it will be out October 27th. She further added that this re-recorded version of 1989 was her most favorite re-record I've ever done.
Dartmouth College's esteemed head football coach, Buddy Tevens, aged 66, passed away on Tuesday due to injuries sustained in a cycling accident on March 16th in St. Augustine, Florida, as announced by the Tevens family through a statement issued by the school. The statement conveyed the family's heartbreak and informed the public of Coach Tevens' peaceful passing, surrounded by loved ones. Regrettably, the injuries he endured ultimately proved insurmountable. Throughout this challenging journey, the family expressed gratitude for the outpouring of kindness and encouragement from well-wishers, acknowledging the significant support both Buddy and the family received. Dartmouth's president, Sion Leah Bialik, and director of athletics, Nic Kerdiles, shared their condolences in a letter to the Dartmouth community, describing Buddy as an integral part of Dartmouth football, a beloved coach, and an innovative and inspirational leader who profoundly influenced the lives of countless students. The incident in March occurred when a truck collided with Buddy Teevens while he was cycling, an event described by the school as an accident. Updates on his condition, provided by Teevens' wife Kirsten in April, revealed that he had undergone the amputation of his right leg and had suffered spinal cord injuries. Coach Teevens dedicated 22 seasons to coaching Dartmouth, having previously excelled as a quarterback for the Big Green, earning Ivy League Player of the Year honors in 1978. Nic and Kerdiles' letter highlighted Buddy's national reputation for championing football safety. He led efforts to reduce full-contact practices by emphasizing proper technique, contributing to the development of the mobile virtual player, a robotic tackling dummy created at Thayer's School of Engineering. This innovative technology has been adopted not only by other college programs but also by NFL teams. Interim head coach Sammy McCorkle conveyed the news of Coach Teevens' passing to the team after Tuesday's practice. Dartmouth College announced its commitment to proceed with its scheduled game against Lehigh on Saturday and plans to pay tribute to Buddy Teevens during the 2023 football season. The school will observe a moment of silence before the game and host a gathering of remembrance afterward. Dartmouth also intends to honor Buddy's lasting legacy in the forthcoming weeks and months with the invaluable input of the Teevens family. Actor Angus Cloud, known for his role in Euphoria, tragically passed away from an accidental overdose involving a deadly combination of drugs. As confirmed by the Alameda County Coroner's Bureau on Thursday, the coroner's office disclosed that Cloud, aged 25, succumbed to a fatal mixture of methamphetamine, fentanyl, cocaine, and benzodiazepines. His untimely demise occurred in July at his family's residence in Oakland, California. Before his passing, Cloud's family had revealed that the young actor was grappling with the profound grief of losing his father. Their initial statement following his death had alluded to Cloud's ongoing mental health struggles. In a subsequent statement on Facebook, his mother, Lisa, clarified that she did not believe her son had intended to take his own life. She also shared poignant details about his final moments, explaining that they had discussed his intentions to provide financial support to his mother and sisters in the wake of his father's death. She recounted how she hugged her son goodnight, and he assured her that he would see her in the morning. Angus Cloud's death came as a shock to both his colleagues and his devoted fan base, as the young star was known for his charisma and comedic talent in the public eye. Discovered on the streets, Cloud became a beloved figure on the HBO teen drama series for his portrayal of Fezco. Bernie Marsden, the renowned rock and blues guitarist who achieved fame as a member of the metal band Whitesnake during the 1970s and 80s, passed away on August 24th at the age of 72. Marsden became part of the newly formed rock ensemble in 1978 and played a pivotal role in co-writing numerous hit songs, including Here I Go Again, She's a Woman, and Fool for Your Loving. Following his departure from Whitesnake in 1981, Marsden embarked on a solo career, releasing multiple solo albums and establishing musical groups such as Alaska and MGM. Hailing from Buckingham, England, Marsden was not only a prolific guitarist but also a distinguished collector of guitars. His 2018 book, Tales of Tone and Volume, serves as a photographic tribute to what Marsden's website describes as one of the most unique and extensive private guitar collections in the world. In commemoration of his legacy, Gibson Guitars introduced a limited edition Gibson Les Paul solid body electric guitar named the Beast in his honor. Bernie Marsden, born on May 7, 1951 in Birmingham, began his musical journey by playing with several local bands before briefly teaming up with the pre-Michael Schenker version of UFO. During his time with UFO, he toured briefly with them and participated in the recording of a few unreleased demos produced by Dave Edmunds in 1972. Reflecting on that period, Marsden admitted in a 2020 interview with Brave Words that he was naive and green at the time, holding idealistic notions about joining a professional band and moving to London, akin to the joyful scenes on a Beatles EP cover. However, reality proved to be quite different. Undeterred, Marsden continued his musical journey, performing and recording with various bands, including Cozy Powell's Hammer and the Deep Purple spin-off Pice Ashton Lord. It was during his time with the latter group that he crossed paths with David Coverdale, and the two musicians instantly connected. Describing their bond, Marsden shared with Brave Words, "He was like a surrogate brother to me. Neither of us had any brothers or sisters. We were born in the same year. And even though we grew up 200 miles apart, we discovered we had the same influences. Once I started talking about Howlin' Wolf, he was all ears." Marsden officially joined Whitesnake in late 1977, initially performing with the group under the name David Coverdale's Whitesnake. He played on the 1978 album Snakebite, which did not chart significantly in the UK or US. However, their next release, Love Hunter, reached no. 50 on the UK charts the following year. Little did they know, Whitesnake was on the verge of achieving great success on both sides of the Atlantic. Former Anaheim Ducks forward Nic Kerdiles, aged 29, tragically lost his life in a motorcycle accident during the early hours of Saturday in Nashville. According to the Nashville police, Kerdiles ran a stop sign in a residential area and collided with the driver's side of a BMW SUV while riding his Indian motorcycle around 330 a.m. The Tennessean reported that there were no signs of impairment from either driver at the scene. Nic Kerdiles, originally from Irvine, California, held the distinction of being the first player from Orange County to be drafted by the Anaheim Ducks. Selected as a second-round draft pick in 2012, Kerdiles faced challenges on the ice due to a surplus of young forwards in Anaheim's system and struggles with concussions and other injuries. He played a total of 3 regular season games for the Ducks across the seasons from 2016 to 2018 before being traded to the Winnipeg Jets. In response to the tragic news, the Ducks organization expressed deep sorrow, stating that they were heartbroken to learn of his passing. The Ducks extended their thoughts and heartfelt sympathies to his family and loved ones. Beyond his hockey career, Kerdiles was known for his appearances on the reality TV series Chrisley Knows Best, which followed the life and adventures of real estate mogul Todd Chrisley and his wife, Julie. Kerdiles was in a relationship with Savannah Chrisley, the Chrisleys' daughter, starting in 2017. And the two became engaged in 2019 before parting ways in 2020. Savannah Chrisley shared her feelings about Kerdiles' passing on social media, posting pictures of their time together on a beach and expressing, "We loved hard. I can't wait to ride bikes with you along the beaches of heaven one day."
George Tickner, the co-founder and original guitarist for the rock band Journey, has died at the age of 76. The news was confirmed by fellow co-founder Neil Sean on social media. No cause of death has been provided as of yet. Tickner was known for his role as the rhythm guitarist and songwriting contributor on Journey's first 3 albums. The band has sold over 100 million albums, and their hit song, Don't Stop Believin', has amassed over 1 billion Spotify streams. Journey had an impressive 25 songs, including hits like Open Arms, Who's Crying Now, and Separate Ways, Worlds Apart, that made it onto the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Their album, Journey's Greatest Hits, holds the record for spending 600 weeks on the Billboard 200, joining the ranks of Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon and Bob Marley and the Wailers' Legend. In 1973, Tickner, Santana's Sean, and bassist Ross Valerie came together in San Francisco to form the band. Tickner initially played bass guitar but later shifted his focus solely to guitar. During the band's formation, Greg Rowley and the Tubes' Prairie Prince were also present. They performed for the first time on New Year's Eve of that year. Before Journey, Tickner and Valerie were part of the psychedelic rock band Frumious Bandersnatch. Earlier this year, Journey embarked on the Freedom Tour across the United States, with Toto as their supporting act. The current lineup of the band includes Sean as the lead guitarist, Jonathan Cain and Jason Derlotka on keyboards, Arnel Pineda as the lead vocalist, Dean Castronovo on drums, and Todd Jensen as the bassist. Following the release of their self-titled debut album in 1975, Tickner departed from Journey to pursue a career in medicine. Coco Lee, the talented singer known for her performances in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Disney's Mulan, has passed away at the age of 48. The devastating news was confirmed by her sisters, Nancy and Carol Lee, who shared a heartfelt message on Instagram. Tragically, Coco lost her battle with depression and took her own life. Despite her efforts to seek professional help and fight against her condition, the grip of this internal struggle became too much for her. The family also revealed that Coco had attempted to end her life on Sunday and ultimately passed away after slipping into a coma. As her grieving family, they expressed their gratitude and honor to have had such an exceptional and outstanding sister. They acknowledge her as a kind angel and are thankful to God for the time they had with her. Coco's absence from this world has left us with the assurance that she has found contentment in a more blissful realm, liberated from the shackles of depression. We firmly believe that a higher power is diligently attending to her welfare. Her proud siblings wished to convey their optimism that Coco's beaming smile would serve as a catalyst, encouraging her admirers to act with sincerity, radiating compassion and fondness to those they encounter. Thus, they hope to perpetuate Coco's aspirations of spreading love and happiness to one and all. With utmost sincerity, they concluded their heartfelt message, declaring that although Coco's time on Earth was brief, her radiance will continue to illuminate perpetually. Coco enjoyed a prosperous career in the entertainment industry spanning 3 decades. Initially establishing herself as a prominent pop singer in Asia, she earned global acclaim for her composition, A Love Before Time, featured in the renowned 2000 film, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Notably, the song garnered an Oscar nomination in 2001. Furthermore, Coco lent her talented voice to the Mandarin rendition of the beloved Disney film, Mulan, in addition to contributing her melodic vocals to a Disney princess. In 1999, her album, Just No Other Way, featured a song that seamlessly blended with the narrative of the Julia Roberts movie, Runaway Bride. Coco's cherished memories will endure through her loving husband, Bruce Rockowitz, and her 2 stepdaughters. Renowned comic actor Alan Arkin, known for his ability to seamlessly transition between comedy and drama, passed away at the age of 89 at his residence in San Marcos, Calif. On Thursday, his son Matthew Arkin confirmed the news, stating that Alan Arkin had been battling heart ailments. Although he had some prior experience in the entertainment industry, Alan Arkin shot to fame with his role in the 1963 Broadway comedy, Enter Laughing, which earned him a Tony Award. He continued to garner critical acclaim and success when he starred in Murray Chisgall's absurdist farce, Love, in 1964. With 2 successful Broadway performances under his belt, Arkin confidently made the transition to the big screen in 1966. Arkin's debut feature film, The Russians Are Coming, garnered him an Academy Award nomination. He then became known for his versatile acting skills, playing characters of various nationalities and ethnicities. However, he is perhaps best remembered for his role as Captain Yossarian in Mike Nichols's film adaptation of Joseph Heller's Catch-22 in 1970. Arkin also showcased his dramatic talent in films like Wait Until Dark, 1967, and The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, 1968, which earned him his 2nd Oscar nomination. Throughout his career, he demonstrated his range as an actor and even ventured into writing, penning several children's books and memoirs. Reflecting on his profession in his memoir, An Improvised Life, Arkin acknowledged the unique ability of actors to assume different roles, stating, "When things get tense, when I start taking my work a bit too seriously, I remind myself that I'm only pretending to be a human being." Alan Arkin is survived by his wife, Suzanne Newlander Arkin, and 4 grandchildren, in addition to his 3 sons. Julian Sands, a British actor known for his versatility on screen, has died at the age of 65. His body was found in the San Gabriel Mountains in Southern California, where he had gone hiking alone. The cause of his death is still under investigation. With a distinctive shock of blonde hair and an occasionally cold demeanor, Sands was recognizable in a variety of roles throughout his 40-year screen career. He played characters ranging from the poet Percy Bysshe Shelley to Louis XIV, a warlock, Superman's father, and a Latvian pimp. Sands was praised for his talent and never made a false move in his performances. He had worked with directors such as James Ivory, Ken Russell, and Mike Figgis, showcasing his ability to adapt to different styles. Sands also had a presence on the stage and received a Drama Desk nomination for his one-man show, A Celebration of Harold Pinter. He was an avid hiking enthusiast and loved exploring the mountains in the Los Angeles area. Sands is survived by his wife and 3 children. The body of a missing Vanderbilt student was found on Wednesday, following her disappearance after leaving for a camping trip over the weekend. Emily Sotelo, 20 years old, had planned to hike in the Lafayette Place campground area but did not return as expected. Search teams discovered her body on Mount Lafayette's northwest side just after 11 a.m. on Wednesday. The New Hampshire Fish and Game Conservation stated that Sotelo had embarked on a solo hike on November 20th, and when she did not return at the designated time, a family member alerted authorities. Despite challenging weather conditions including high winds, cold temperatures, and blowing snow, searchers located tracks and belongings belonging to Sotelo on Tuesday, leading to the concentrated search effort that ended in the discovery of her body the following day. The New Hampshire National Guard helicopter was called to extract her body from the mountain. No further details regarding the cause of death have been released. NH Fish and Game Conservation Major David Walsh emphasized the importance of being prepared and knowledgeable about weather conditions when hiking in New Hampshire's White Mountains.
Pamela Blair, the actress who originated the role of Val in the musical A Chorus Line, has passed away at the age of 73. Blair died at her home in Phoenix, Arizona, following a long illness. Friends and family have expressed their grief on social media, with her co-star Bjork Lee describing her as a Sagittarian sister. Lee also praised Blair's performance in the musical, saying she brought the house down every night with her rendition of Dance, 10, Looks, 3. Blair was best known for her role in A Chorus Line.
Comedian Ron Sexton, who was known for playing Donnie Baker on radio's The Bob. Through Facebook. It is with immense sadness that we let everyone know that Ron Sexton passed away yesterday, read the post on the comedian's page. He was Donnie Baker to most of you, but Ron and Dad to us. Ron was known by millions of listeners of The Bob. He made many people happy during his more than 20 years with The Bob. Carlon Glenn, a Tony Award-winning actress and singer, passed away on July 13 at the age of 83. She was known for her roles in the film 16 Candles and the Broadway show The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Glenn died from complications of dementia and cancer, according to Deadline. Her daughter, Mary Stuart Masterson, confirmed the news on Instagram, describing her mother as graceful, strong, kind, and passionate. Glenn was dedicated to her family and her career in the entertainment industry. Masterson's representatives were contacted for further comment. Carlon Glenn, a Tony Award-winning actress and singer, passed away on July 13 at the age of 83. She was known for her roles in the film 16 Candles and the Broadway show The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Glenn died from complications of dementia and cancer, according to Deadline. Her daughter, Mary Stuart Masterson, confirmed the news on Instagram, describing her mother as graceful, strong, kind, and passionate. Glenn was dedicated to her family and her career in the entertainment industry. Masterson's representatives were contacted for further comment. Miller Farr, a three-time AFL All-Star cornerback, has passed away at the age of 80. Farr started his professional football career with the Broncos. He then spent time with the Chargers before having an impressive 3-year stint with the Oilers. During his time in the AFL, Farr was considered one of the top cornerbacks in the league. He was selected to the AFL All-Star team 3 times and earned a reputation as a ball hawk with his ability to create turnovers. After his playing career ended, Farr remained involved in football as a coach. He worked as an assistant coach for several different teams, including the Broncos, Chargers, and Lions. Farr's impact on the game was not just limited to his on-field performance. He was known for his sportsmanship and leadership qualities, and was respected by both teammates and opponents. The passing of Miller Farr is a loss for the football community. His contributions to the game, both as a player and a coach, will not be forgotten. He will be remembered as a talented and respected figure in the world of football. Richard Baranczyk, last of Monuments Men from World War II, dies at 98. His unit, tasked with safeguarding European art and culture amid the destruction and plunder of war, was dramatized in the film The Monuments Men. Richard Baranczyk, the last living member of a special Allied unit whose mission to safeguard the artistic patrimony of Europe amid the destruction and plunder of World War II, was dramatized in the Hollywood film The Monuments Men, died July 14th at a hospital in Chicago. He was 98. His daughter Jill Baranczyk confirmed his death but did not cite a cause. For much of his life, Mr. Baranczyk was known as an architect, sought after for the stylish homes, high-rise apartment buildings and office complexes that he and his firm designed in his home city of Chicago and across the country. But in his final years, he came to renown for his role in a chapter of World War II that had long gone unnoted. For 3 months after the end of the war, Mr. Baranczyk, then a 21-year-old private first class in the U.S. Army, assisted in the operations of a unit known as the Monuments, Fine Arts, and Archives section. Josephine Chaplin, the daughter of Charlie Chaplin and Una O'Neill, who was an accomplished actress in her own right, has died at 74, according to a report in Le Figaro, which cites her children Charlie, Julian and Arthur. Josephine Chaplin, the daughter of Charlie Chaplin and Una O'Neill, who was an accomplished actress in her own right, has died at 74, according to a report in Le Figaro, which cites her children Charlie, Julian and Arthur. She died on July 13th in Paris. Chaplin got her start as an actress in one of her father's final films, Limelight, 1952, as a child who appears in the opening scene. She was one of 5 of the director's children featured in the somewhat autobiographical project. She also appeared briefly in her father's final film, A Countess from Hong Kong, 1967, with sisters Geraldine and Victoria. Josephine Chaplin, the daughter of Charlie Chaplin and his 4th wife, Una O'Neill, died on the 13th of July in Paris, her family said on Friday. The actor, who starred in films including Pier Paolo Pasolini's The Canterbury Tales, was 74. The Real Charlie Chaplin as the Tramp. The Real Charlie Chaplin. Photo credit, Footage File, LLC, courtesy of Showtime. People who knew him didn't really know him. Who was the real Charlie Chaplin? Read more. Josephine Chaplin was the 6th of 11 children fathered by the comedic screen legend and the 3rd of 8 with O'Neill, an actor and daughter of the Nobel Prize-winning playwright Eugene O'Neill. Chaplin met O'Neill in 1942 and married her the following year. According to the Chaplin office, the star of silent cinema at last found true happiness, and it seems they had both found their soulmates, despite the fact that Una was only 18, and Charlie was 53. Josephine Chaplin was born in Santa Monica, California, in March 1949.